Happy New Year! Right, 2017. I think we can all agree that it was a bumper year for great television.
Mindhunter gave us a deliciously dark dive into the mind of a 20th century serial killer. Game of Thrones smashed 10 episodes worth of plot into 7 with mixed, if spectacular, results. And The Good Place finally gave Ted Danson the role he was born to play, a demon going through an existential crisis. But that's all in the past. Now it's time to delve into the TV shows we're excited to watch in 2018. And if you're absolutely mad about TV, definitely make sure to subscribe to GameSpot Universe. It will be the place to be in 2018, I promise you that.
We'll be breaking down all your favorite TV shows and covering the biggest movies of the year. Right, let's get into all the TV shows we'll be addicted to in 2018. First off, we've got Black Lightning, which is premiering on the CW later this month for a 13-part run.
Based on the DC Comics character of the same name, Black Lightning will follow Jefferson Pierce, who retired from his superheroic alter ego due to the ill effects it was having on his family. But naturally, that would make for a pretty boring TV show, so he's coaxed out of retirement for some good old-fashioned ass-kicking. Showrunners Salim and Mara Brock Akil have stated that the show will steer away from the Monster of the Week format, instead opting to spend more time exploring the characters, even the villains. And of course, with Black Lightning airing on the CW, there's also the big question of whether it will join the Arrowverse.
Sadly, as of right now, that show will stand outside the realm of Arrow and Flash. But here's hoping that decision isn't set in stone. Hot on the heels of Black Mirror, Netflix is exploring dark, dystopian themes again with the sci-fi cyberpunk series Altered Carbon.
This 10-part season, due to premiere in February, is based on the book by Richard Morgan and will explore the not at all shady practice of transferring human personalities digitally into new bodies when they die.
Seriously, Netflix, didn't we just see how this could go wrong in Black Mirror?
The season follows an elite soldier named Takeshi Kovacs, played by both Will Yun Lee and Suicide Squad's Joel Kinnaman. Kovacs is brought out of imprisonment by Lawrence Bancroft, played by James Purefoy, to solve the murder of Bancroft's old body.
Equal parts cyberpunk, tech noir, and whodunit, Altered Carbon looks big, bold, and beautiful in all the right ways. Roll on February. Popularity around Stephen King's work reached fever pitch in 2017.
The Dark Tower aside, we had solid adaptations of It, The Mist, Gerald's Game, and 1922. And that great run looks set to continue in 2018 with the upcoming Hulu season, Castle Rock.
You have no idea what's happening here, do you?
This 10-part series will tie together the various King stories, characters, and themes all within the town of Castle Rock, one of King's 3 fictional towns alongside Jerusalem's Lot and Derry, which we last saw on screen in It. While Castle Rock will explore various themes within the wider King canon, it will also brush up against some of his most famous works, including The Shawshank Redemption, The Shining, Dreamcatcher, and Stand By Me. But not quite content with the high quota of King references, the show has also cast a host of King alumni, with Sissy Spacek, who you may remember as Carrie, starring alongside Bill Skarsgård, who recently scared the shit out of the Losers Club in the remake of It.
There's no premiere date set for Castle Rock just yet, but here's hoping it's before the Stephen King bubble bursts. While the DC Extended Universe hasn't taken off in the way Warner Brothers wanted, it has found a natural home on TV.
Whether it's the campy noir of Gotham or the crossover thrills of the Arrowverse, TV has been relatively kind to DC. And Sci-Fi are hoping that kindness will extend to their new Superman series, Krypton, which is boldly doing away with the Central Boy Scout in blue. Krypton takes place 200 years before the birth of Superman, focusing instead on Supes' grandfather, Sag-El. It's brought to us by David S. Goyer, one of the main producers behind the DCEU and the Dark Knight trilogy, so he's got the required superhero experience. Let's hope Krypton is up to the Dark Knight end of the quality spectrum though.
There's no premiere date set for this one yet, but here's hoping we see Sag-El and the gang on our small screens soon. When it was released back in 2016, Westworld took us all by storm.
It was a bold, brutal TV event that successfully remixed the high-concept sci-fi of Michael Crichton's novel. Oh, and it featured an absolutely barnstorming performance from Anthony Hopkins. It's been a long 18 months since Westworld was last on our screens, but finally, we're that little bit closer to a second season. Season 2 plot details are naturally quite scant on the ground, but there have been a load of rumours that the upcoming season might take us outside of Westworld, and possibly to some of the other areas within the giant theme park. Oh, and then there was that tiger that washed up bizarrely on the river's shore. Can't forget that either.
Either way, we won't have to wait too long to find the answers to these tantalizing clues, because Westworld Season 2 airs on HBO this spring. So those are just some of the shows we're excited to see in 2018, but there's probably a whole lot more. Let us know what you're personally excited for in the comments, and you can also find me on Twitter @TamorH to let me know directly. While you're here, please remember to like the video and subscribe if you want to keep up to date on all things TV and movies. I'll see you next time.